You're listening to Spin It, a spin on digital marketing. We are spinning the discussion about everything web, graphics, digital marketing, and much more. And we're here to help get your business's online presence back on track. Join the team as we spin it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Spin It. This is episode number 3 of 2023. I'm your host, Caleb Westall, and I'm joined as always by my co-hosts. To my right.
Oh, me.
You're to my right.
I'm Abby. I am a graphic and web designer here at Spin Market.
I'm Mackenzie Schwenke. I'm the jack of all trades. So I'm the photographer, graphic designer, project manager, all of that stuff.
And I'm Mackenzie Scotchy, the marketing administrator here to keep them all in line. And
she tries.
Yeah, that's true. I try my best. And fun question of the day, which I already just lost track of. What app do you use the most often? Let's start with Abby.
Mine would be Pinterest.
Would you like to
elaborate?
I don't know.
Is it
I like
food
making
stuff?
I think it's a little bit of everything because you get to keep all your boards and they're kind of organized in those categories.
I've started using Pinterest more now that I started working at the tasting room because
I'm sure
it helps inspire my
new drink ideas.
Yeah, my cocktails. Shout out to Wildcat Distillery for their tasting room. So if you are in or around Webster City, check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. They did a fantastic job. Anyways, for me, it'd probably be Snapchat. I like to keep up to date with all my family. That's usually how I.
Yeah, you like to take pictures too, and it.
Yeah. I take pictures with Snapchat, but I'm so bad about sending them.
90% of my pictures that I take is of my dogs because they're doing something stupid.
It's fun to see the memories that pop up with it.
Yeah.
Memory of the day from this last year or 5 years ago.
It's so sad though, because I have kids and seeing how little they are.
But it's fun. I like that. I do like that feature of Snapchat.
For me, it's probably Instagram. But lately it's been Instagram or Twitter because it's the beginning of NASCAR season and I like to keep up with the news that's happening in the sports world. But that's about it for me.
I do not have a Twitter.
Neither do I. I've never
I only have it to keep up with sports. That's
That's
it.
fair.
All right, Mackenzie Scotchy, what about you?
Oh, mine's 100% TikTok.
I was going to say, it's got to be. I knew it.
There's always that one.
Avid
That is
user.
one thing I don't have is TikTok, and everybody's kind of like, what?
Yeah, there was
TikTok?
a video I was
I
going to
just
send
don't.
you.
Well, but no, because I could bet money that you watch Instagram Reels and the Facebook Reels, and they're from TikTok. So before you,
I do my own stuff. Because that's how my one sister and I keep in contact half the time is because we send each other stupid Instagram things that we find, and
I love it.
that's our way of having fun. But yeah, okay.
I hate to break it to you, Mackenzie Scotchy, you might have to find a new app soon.
Why?
I did hear that they're gonna shut it down.
They're working on making TikTok illegal in the U.S.
They always say that.
No, they're serious.
Yeah.
They're serious about this.
Of course, this has been 3 years in the process because I remember 2-3 years ago when it actually did.
But it
when
picked up a lot of steam in the last 6 months.
We're not going to do it.
But then they said someone needs to buy it or whatever baloney that is, and somebody bought it. And
let's be honest. Vine was a thing. Now it's TikTok. Something else is going to come up.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
But
hopefully it doesn't take that long though, because that was such a huge gap between Vine and TikTok.
I know.
It was.
I don't think it'll take very long for something else to pop up.
Now I'm gonna be so sad the rest of the day.
Hey, I didn't say it happened yet, so just know that at some point.
I keep watching it for the rest of the day forever.
Oh my goodness.
What about all the saved videos? Do you know how many videos I have?
Oh,
Just, like, saved?
Abby.
Do you have to go in and like
Maybe
download
find them on
all?
YouTube. Maybe they're on YouTube.
Oh, crap. We need to change the subject. This is too much for me today.
So today we're talking about websites. That was the
Updating
perfect
your
yes,
website.
segue.
yeah. So websites, do you have one? Should you have one?
Should you update it?
Yes. The answer.
Should you not update it?
In the long run, the answer is yes.
Yes, always yes.
Okay, you can
Always.
shut the podcast off now.
Yeah.
That's all you needed to know.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening.
So websites. So that is, especially in today's age, it is a priority. If you do not have one, seriously, just get one.
It's literally telling people what your business is about.
Yeah, I know people that they're like, oh, we don't really need a website. Like, we're booked full or whatever. But I'm like, still should have a website.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, some people that they don't need to because they're packed full of like, you know, like they're getting regular appointments scheduled or whatever, and they're booked full and, you know, whatever. But I don't know. I still think you should have a website. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I think you just get it out there. I think even if you don't use it necessarily to get more clients, like with my one of my local vets that I take my dogs to, they're booked full, literally. Like, they are having a hard time. They don't take new patients right now because they're so busy. But like, and in my hometown area, they need help with animal control and stuff like that and taking care of animals. So, hey, start a website and then, you know, base it off of that. Link it into your, you know, the vet clinic. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like anymore, it's kind of shocking if you don't have a website.
Well, I feel like every time I look something up, like a restaurant or a store, and if they don't have like a website, like on the Google business profile, if I can't press that and it doesn't take me to a website, and if I can't see the virtual, like digital, not virtual, menu or stuff like that,
yeah.
It
But
complicates.
like, also, I think goes into that. If your website looks so old, I always wonder whether you're actually still a business or not.
Yeah.
In business.
Yeah.
Or if it's secure or up to
Yes.
like ADA compliant.
I've seen some ones that like they look like they were made right when technology came out, and I'm like, I don't even know if you're real. Like,
Should I be on this?
I don't trust you. Yeah.
Well, when I see a terrible website, like usually the really nice restaurants have really nice websites.
Yep.
When I go to look, like I just went to one last week with Lily, and it was like the website was super nice. The menu was really clean. You go in and the restaurant was super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go on and it's like you said, looks like from when websites were first being built in the beginning. Then you're like, yeah, I bet the restaurant looks about the same level.
Yeah.
And it may not, but that's
Yeah.
just how your mind works.
And I think, I mean, if you're wanting to get a strong business out there, that's definitely important to make sure your website looks nice and is constantly being updated, constantly making it look fresh. And like, we do a lot of blogs for our clients. So blogs, you know, like making sure you're posting stuff on there a lot. So people know, like people check that stuff. I've always checked, like if I'm going to go somewhere new, I check like their website, and then I also check their social media. 'Cause if they're not posting if it's been like a year since they've posted something, I'm like, maybe they closed down.
Yeah,
you know?
they're not in business anymore.
It's true.
So seriously, this is
having like
100%
anxiety,
true. I'm not
gonna
over
go
exaggerating.
up to the door
Oh yeah.
and like try to open
Yes.
it if it's closed.
if
Yes.
the hours, like you feel like, are the hours
So
up
if they're
to
not
date?
posting regularly,
Yes.
I'm not gonna go. 'Cause I'm not
Exactly.
gonna have
So I
that.
think
That's
that's a
so
different
true.
thing, and I think that kind of ties in with the website is making sure that you are updating it.
Mm-hmm.
I know obviously we're not talking about social media today, but yes, being active. And another thing that we, at least that I've noticed, is that also, it helps to also on social media, just a little side note, to comment back when clients comment, or like when people that, whoever it might be, comment
Yes,
on
that
your
social interaction.
Yes, because it just shows that you're responsive, so they're more likely to interact with you, ask you questions about, you know, whatever it might be that you do. So definitely
Do that.
be active.
I have now back to like the websites and updating them. When you say like what should the business change, or what should they update?
I think some of that goes to, I mean, I know that we talk about with logos, like keeping up, that it's hard to keep up with trends because then you're changing your logo every like couple of years.
Yeah.
I would say with your website, it's a little bit easier to do that.
I feel like a lot of the older ones, they just try to cram so much into a website and it just looks cluttered, and they put so many colors on there.
Or
and
it's like too much just text.
yeah.
And
Like,
you're like, I'm
condense
not going to
that
read
down.
all this. Like,
No.
I'm
So-
not.
And keeping it clean so it's user friendly.
Simple.
Yeah.
So I heard someone say this, and it goes with this recently was, and they were not referring to a website, but they were saying, they said your online should reflect your offline, so your website should reflect your business. And we're kind of in this era right now where everything is more minimalistic and clean, and the colors a lot has been the black, white, and grays, but more so just the being minimalistic, condensed down. And you're seeing that with website trends right now.
Well, I think it has to do with like instant gratification. If you
Yeah,
go
I
on
was
a
gonna
website,
say-
you don't want to read paragraphs upon paragraphs.
Especially like with technology right now, we're in that zone where we want new content. Like we are so quickly, we just need something new.
Mm-hmm.
And
Attention
so,
span is like 0.0.
yeah. And so like making sure your content is right to the point, short, simple, and it like attracts people to it. That's going to be where it's a hit or miss type of thing, I think. Especially for your younger generation. Older generation, yeah, they probably would sit there and read a paragraph.
True.
But
Then you can have your about page and put it all on there.
Exactly.
But let's be honest. We need to attract the younger generation in order to keep the business alive
Yes,
and
I
going.
agree.
Not saying anything bad about, the older generation, but
The future is the younger generation.
Yep.
and
Well,
that
if
was
you
actually
keep-
kind of
yeah.
funny. So Leadership Fort Dodge, I'm a part of that group, and we were talking about the different generations, and so technically I'm considered a Gen Z.
Gen Z all the way.
I don't really,
Crazy when you feel
I
so
jokingly
old.
say I don't identify as a Gen Z because I was very old, grown up, kind of a little old fashioned, I guess. So I'm more identified with the millennials than I did a Gen Z. But
That's probably why we get along so well.
yeah, the biggest thing that like I took from it is that, and I think this is a phrase I used a lot, was those older generations, they were considered what Gen Z is considered now. Like people talked bad about their generation and were so negative towards them, but it happened in other generations too. So I think if you're not willing to adapt because, maybe you don't agree with some of the stuff that Gen Z's, their ideas, but yeah. You can either take it as a negative or you can take it as a positive and, figure out a way to make it work with your business. So I think that's also important is you got to focus on your younger generation if you want to keep your business going.
I think there's a way that you can create a website that keeps the clientele that you have that is the older generation, but then also make it simple. I don't know, just like keeping it simple so then all
I feel
generations.
like that comes back to like keeping it user friendly, because the older generation isn't going to want to sit there and try to figure out how to navigate
No.
through your
Yeah.
website.
And I think that goes into what our next what goes along with it is the ADA compliance. So a lot of people didn't know is that the government had a law in place. If your website is not ADA compliant, you could be fined.
What is ADA compliant?
So ADA compliant it's pretty much a icon that's going to be in the corner of your screen. We should literally post it, honestly, because you'll see it, and it's usually in your lower left hand of the screen, and it gives like for people that are handicapped. Maybe they have a visual impairment, so they need the text bigger or whatever, or maybe they for like people that are blind, they need to be able to see, like have it read to them, and that just gives that ability to have it easily accessible to them
Because it's now required by law that your
Yes.
website
Yeah,
be
you have to have it.
easily accessible for everybody, not
Yes.
just the normal user.
So definitely, and I think we talked about this before, to just do it. Oh my gosh. Like
It's a small fee for such a
big fine.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like, oh my goodness. I took sign language classes when I was in college, and the amount that we exclude them as a group, it is so sad to me because
You
like
don't think about
none
it.
of us know how to sign or anything like that. So we are literally like isolating them. And so like this is like something that kind of like I could get really like passionate about it, because it's like, just do it. Like,
Yeah, just put
why
it
are
on
you
there.
excluding them from being able to view your website when they could actually be a good chunk of your sales
Yeah.
or whatever it is that you're doing if you make it ADA compliant?
It's so crazy to me that it's now that it's happening. Something
Yeah, I
that
feel
has
like
been
it should
present
have
for a
been
very long
a thing
time.
for a while.
It should have been a thing like a long time ago.
From the
So I don't
get-go.
know what they would do prior. It's such fascinating, not
don't know.
fascinating, but it's just like a topic that you don't think about because it doesn't affect us every day.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
So we do have the capabilities here at Spin Market to do that for you. If you don't have it, contact us and we'll get that set up for you. If you don't have an updated website, if you haven't touched that thing in a year,
might be time.
We can help you
contact
too
us.
with that.
Like, just
Yes,
look straight
we're
at the
here
camera.
To help. We're here to guide, here to make you
Comfortable?
comfortable. Get more idea of how to increase your market, increase your sales, and like better showcase your business as a whole.
And honestly, I mean, we're going to try to have some different guest speakers on here to talk about it. And some of them might be our clients. But honestly, there's been so many like where people are like, oh, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. But in that amount of time that you tried to do it yourself, we could have done it for you. And you could have been making like 5 different sales in that amount of time. So
But we're here to teach you too.
yeah,
So
and so it's not just like we're not just like, oh, we take it and we just start doing it. Like, we're gonna communicate with you. We're gonna show you what we're doing. We're gonna talk about what we're doing. We meet with you. We discuss it. So you're not in like you'll know what's going on in your business.
We want you in the loop, and we want you to understand the method to our madness. There is a reason
Exactly.
for everything we do. We don't just do it to do it.
yeah.
Right.
So definitely contact us. We'd love to help you, even if it's just adding that ADA compliant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please just do it. Like,
To contact us, you can give us a call, 515-302-8026. You can email us at digitalagent@spinmarket.com. You'll probably get an answer from Mackenzie to my left.
Got you.
And then connection with Cheryl. You can visit our website, www.spinmarketwith2ks.com. Don't forget the second K. Or you can just stop by our office, 10 North 10th Street here in Fort Dodge, and we'd be happy to talk to you and figure out what it is that you need from us. So that's going to about wrap it up for this episode, I think. Thank you all for listening. We will see you next week.
thanks for listening to the Spin It Podcast.
Make sure you check out our brand new website at www.spinmarket.com. That's www.spinmarket.com.
And follow us on social media at Spin Market to keep up to date with all that's happening.
If you'd like to sponsor an episode of the Spin It podcast, fill out the form on our website, www.spinmarket.com.
And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channels so you never miss an episode.
Thanks for joining us on this week's episode of Spin It.